This filly is so anxious. She just paces back and forth, back and forth. We followed some Warwick Schiller stuff. I've tried it once on this filly this afternoon and the outcome was incredible. I'm going to see if I can get it to repeat itself. But as you can see, she is just so full of anxiety she can't stand herself. And this is something that Warwick Schiller's been working on, has become quite famous for fixing. I'm going to see if I can have a go at getting it to happen, or getting the process to start. What we want to do is try to get her attention, and the moment she gives us her attention, we're going to get out of back away and let her have a little bit of space to release some pressure. What happened before is I did this a couple of times, and she came to a stop and started yawning and carrying on and chomping on her mouth and licking her lips, and then started acting like she was going to lay down. Well, as you can see, we've had a lot of rain here lately, and I've been around horses all my life, and I can swear to God, if this pen was not muddy, this mare would have been on her belly. She was yawning like she'd been walking for days, which she has been. And Warwick had a horse do this and went to sleep for hours, like 4.5 hours. This was a Mustang horse, and did it in front of an audience for everybody to see. And here's this filly's just come to me now, so I'm just going to back up. The idea is to bring her mind back to the present and get her mind off in zombie mode of this trancing up and down the fence, and just to say, hey, I recognise you've got a problem, and just deal with it in the present and don't stay in this zombie mode. So I'll flap this, and she looked at me, so I back away. And she's gone back to trancing again, so I'll get her attention again by flapping this flag. She's looked at me and we back off. And as you can see, she's gone to doing this yawning and munching again with her mouth. And I've been around horses all my life. I've never had one stop and yawn yet. And I don't know how many hundreds of them I've been around, but I've never been trained on one and one stops and yawns yet. And this thing did exactly what Warwick said it was going to do. I'm going to keep at it. And we'll just watch her for a little while. She's walking back over here again. Before she just walked over and started eating hay, like she just stopped pacing. Here she goes again. And she's happy to do this. I go to leave and she'll start to walk again. And I went away and I've come back and said to her, hey, I understand what's going on here. I realise you're alone, but you can just relax a little bit. And now she's going to take herself a bit of a drink. And but Warwick said he had one come around in about 8 days and stop pacing the fence completely. And I'm going to keep doing a little bit with this, and I might even try to get in touch with Warwick and see if he can point me in a little bit more direction to see if we can get some bigger results. Alright, I'm going to keep up with it.